In the centre of a noisy, growing city called BKN, where glass buildings touched the sky and traffic never slept, there lived a bear. His name was Neo. But Neo wasn't in a zoo. He lived freely in a quiet corner of the city's oldest park, a tiny patch of green the city forgot to build on. People visited every day. Children laughed and threw him cookies. Vendors offered sweet buns and drinks. One day, even a bakery gave him a full jar of golden honey, but Neo always said no. He never ate any of it. Not the cookies, not the buns, not even the honey. Too good for city food, some joked. Maybe he only eats gold, others laughed. But Neo just smiled and turned away. One rainy afternoon, while clouds hung low over BKN, a boy ran into the park. His name was Aji, and he was crying. In his hands was a flower, crushed and broken. "They took my garden," he sobbed, "turned it into a parking lot. I tried to save it, but no one cared." Neo sat beside him silently. After a while, Aji asked, "Why don't you eat the honey they give you? It's sweet, it's free." Neo looked around, at the cars, the cement, the silence beneath the noise. Then he whispered, "Because once this place was a forest. I lived here when the ground was soft and the air was sweet. I took everything, the honey, the berries. I thought it would never end. But I was wrong. One day, the bees stopped coming. The flowers disappeared. The forest died. Because of me." Aji stared at him, wide-eyed. "I can't bring it back," Neo said, "but I can protect what's left." The next morning, Aji returned, not with tears, but with seeds and friends. They planted flowers and herbs beside Neo's tree. They painted signs that said, "Grow hope, one leaf at a time." Slowly, people joined them. The patch of green grew wider. Balconies bloomed. Walls turned green. The city, for the first time in years, started to breathe again. Years later, when Neo grew old and finally lay down beneath his tree for the last time, the city was quiet. Not out of sadness, but respect. Someone placed a jar, that same honey still full, beside his resting place. And for the first time, Neo smiled and did not turn away. Neo didn't take the honey. He gave up sweetness to save something greater. And in the end, the world gave it back, not as a reward, but as a thank you. As a single jar of honey sat beneath the tree, not just for Neo, but for every child who now breathes cleaner air, for every garden that blooms because one bear said no. Also, Neo didn't just save a park. He grew a leader, and that was the sweetest legacy of all.